Pistons play their last preseason game tomorrow against Cleveland. They got the home opener next Wednesday against the Pacers. So Adrian, FanDuel has the Pistons over under win total at 25.5. So you like the over under on that? And what do you expect to see from these Pistons this season?
I do like the over. I do like it over. I do like them to get to 28, 29 wins. What's the second part of the question? Sorry.
Say that again.
Do you
What was
see
the
them
second?
going? Do you see them going over the 25 wins? Is what I thought.
I definitely see them going over the 25. I'm gonna say 28, 29 wins they get. I like the kind of what been hearing from JB Bickerstaff. I know he just banned no hoodies during practice. So he said he wants to build a new culture. He wants to get it out the building. I know they've been playing looking pretty good in the preseason. I know they played like Suns pretty well, but I think they'll be a lot better. They're not saying they're gonna be in the play-in or anything, but I expect to see new energy, new life from this team. Next thing we need is Gores to sell the team, please. Once we do that, then we can all move on with our happy lives. But who knows if that'll ever happen? But
Yeah, I see them going over. Maybe it's just me drinking the Pistons Kool-Aid, but it seems like Gores is kind of after this Trajan Langdon thing, and it seems like he's kind of let Trajan kind of do a little bit more of the running, and Bickerstaff do a little bit more of the stuff that they need to. But I could just be again drinking the Kool-Aid. We'll see what happens later on in the year if they're they do win those 20 plus games, or maybe they're fighting for a play-in spot since there's been so much Detroit magic going around with these teams. Maybe they are fighting for a play-in and they do spend money. Maybe Gores will shell it out, but we'll see. I don't have faith in it. I'm not trying to defend the guy or anything, but I like the moves they're doing. Jaden Ivey looks like a whole new player, at least in the preseason. I don't know if you guys saw that. He's shooting like 51% from three and like 60+% from the field. So hopefully this Vincent guy has helped our team shooting these 3-pointers like we need and got Jaden Ivey right. Cade's looked great. He had that one game, almost had a triple-double, again, preseason, but everybody was starting on the Suns when they did it. Tobias didn't look too good against Golden State, but, I don't expect those guys to come out and look great, the first 4 games of the preseason when they're, all trying to get the chemistry together and trying to figure out what lineup they want to run. So, I'm excited. I think they go over 25 too. I think, obviously playing the East a little bit easier side of the country, but I guess they have a harder schedule this year, so we'll have to see. I just think if they can, get the threes down, get the spacing right, I think that they can go over the 25.
Yeah, I think they're going to win more than last year. I think they won 14 last year.
Yeah,
so
14.
Definitely going to win more than that. Yeah, they're going to win more than that. But it's just in the grand scheme of things, I feel like in the East, it's a lot of teams in front of them, and then like your 1-2 punch you're going to the season with Tobias Harris and Cade. I don't think it's going to be enough. They're going to be better, but in the grand scheme of things, I don't think they're really going to be competing for much. But again, as long as they're trending in the right direction, I'm happy.
For me, it's not even Cade and Harris at this point. I think that they're going to do what they're going to do. For me, it's the improvement of what step is Jaden Ivey making. Because Jaden Ivey has showed us before. Granted, it wasn't a lot because Monty wasn't playing him when he was here, but I think most of it has to do with, can Ivey come out and be that, can he average, 18 points or like 17 and a half, 18 points, 6 assists, something like that on the year. That's the type of guy that you expect shooting 48 to 50% from three. He's the type of guy that you want him shooting higher. That's what you brought him in for, that explosive, athletic kind of guy. So I'm not really worried about Cade and Tobias because as long as they stay healthy, I think they're going to be able to do their things. I think it's mainly what we're going to get from Ivy and potentially Duran.
And what are we going to get? Is Ausar Thompson going to play at any point in time this year? What's going to be status with that? I think that's something we definitely need to monitor. But as far as the coaching staff and the culture, I think it'll be a lot better, be more upbeat, more positive. I think for us three, we just need to see stock up rather than seeing the stock just continues to drive down over the last couple of years. We need something that we can build on and look forward to. Because like we talked about before, the Orlando Magic, the Indiana Pacers, the Atlanta Hawks, they all was good, got
in
bad,
the same
fast,
spot we were, yeah.
And now look where they're at. You got to learn how to build a team, and I think hopefully Tom Gores can just stay his ass out the way and let Trajan Langdon and company and JB Bickerstaff do their thing and build this team the right way. Get tired of picking in the lottery every year, and then we pick in the lottery the last 10, 12 years, and we got one star to show for it. So it's like something's got to give.
Yeah, I don't want to be in the whole, like, I mean, as much as I would like him on this team because I think he's going to be a great player in the NBA, I don't want to hear anything, come 2 months into the season saying, "Oh, it's time to tank for a flag," or it's time to we're going to get another, well, you have the best odds to get the first overall pick. It's like, well, what's happened the last 3-4 years. Like, I don't want to be in that conversation. I'd rather be like, okay, they just missed a play in and they got pick 10 or something, or they have pick 11. Like, it's not great. You obviously didn't have that great of a record, but it's better than what you were last year and you're showing improvement. So I'd rather see that than having to go through another year of you're going to get the first overall pick and then landing at 5 or 6.
Yeah, because tanking, nothing's guaranteed when you tank.
We can't expect the NBA to do us any favors.
Yeah, no.
We know they're not doing us no favors. Not the city anyway.
I will say the one thing, I mean, and it's still early because we don't know what Ron Holland's going to be, but the guy that I wanted them to take, who was just a raw prospect, TJ Salane, is killing it in Charlotte right now in the preseason. But again, he's even more of a raw prospect than Holland was. But yeah, I'm with Adrian. I need to see what's going to happen with Asar. Hopefully he's healthy. Hopefully we can, at least, maybe not the beginning of the season, but at least after the first month, because that's a huge defensive guy that you want on the team. And hopefully he's been able to shoot and improve his three, because if he can do that, that's another big step forward in the right direction.